Hello, my name is Aditya Foldiore, and these are your must-start players for Week 2. You have James Conner from the Arizona Cardinals at running back. Conner saw 14 of the Cardinals' 19 running back carries, and he also tacked on 5 receptions in Week 1. The New York Giants gave up 40 points to the Dallas Cowboys in Week 1, and while their defense isn't going to be as bad against a lowly Arizona Cardinals team, the Cardinals only have James Conner as their best offensive weapon. There's some of Marquise Brown in there, but James Conner is one of their best offensive weapons in an offense that doesn't look all that great. They have to utilize him. He'll see the usage against a Giants defense that just allowed a lot of fantasy points to Tony Pollard and company. And have wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins from the Tennessee Titans. Hopkins established himself as the Titans' alpha receiver with 13 targets in Week 1. In Tennessee's run-first offense, Hopkins saw over a third of Ryan Tannehill's targets. He did just have 65 receiving yards, so there will be a lot of short yardage, low-volume days for the Titans. However, he faces a Los Angeles Chargers defense that just yielded 466 passing yards to the Dolphins. Tyreek Hill just had 215 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns against the Chargers secondary. The Chargers struggled against wide receivers for fantasy last season as well, allowing the 6th most fantasy points to opposing receivers. So DeAndre Hopkins is facing a softer matchup than usual this week. Fire him up as the alpha receiver in Tennessee. Lastly, at tight end, you have Hunter Henry from the New England Patriots. Henry caught 5 passes for 56 yards and a touchdown in Week 1. And this seems kind of pedestrian, 56 receiving yards, but he was actually the tight end 1 on the week for the Patriots. So in a tight end landscape that's pretty dire, Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews returning from injury, Darren Waller still dealing with injury, Dallas Goedert just put up a big 0. Hunter Henry is facing a Miami Dolphins defense that was just in an offensive shootout with the Los Angeles Chargers. They just gave up 5 receptions and a touchdown between Donald Parham and Gerald Everett and gave up 34 points on defense. So the Dolphins defense isn't anything to write home about. And while the Patriots won't be as much of an offensive juggernaut as the Chargers were last week, Hunter Henry will still see his fair share of tight end usage from Mac Jones. Henry is the leading tight end in New England, with Mike Gesicki seeing a lot of his action from some of the wide receiving positions in Week 1. So Hunter Henry, Mac Jones connection is alive. Fire him up for Week 2 against the Dolphins.